This is your student radio station.
This is Fly FM.
Fly FM.
Hi, I'm Mason Coleman for Fly FM. I'm joined here by VANT. Guys, how you doing?
Hello, good.
All good. Yeah, so of course today you are kicking off your UK tour at the Nottingham Rescue Rooms. So why Nottingham first?
You know, we just thought we were kind of guys that like rob from the rich and we give to the poor. So we thought,
Hood was our...
let's start with our hero, Mr. Hood.
Yeah, so of course with your new album being released now, many people would class you into the indie rock genre. What would you say your main musical influences are?
Mainly Gabba and funk.
Cher, you like Cher.
I like Cher, yeah. I don't know. It's weird that we get labelled as indie rock. I would say that we're heavier than indie rock.
I think there's an element.
There's an injection of indie rock.
There's a pulse, a slight pulse of indie rock.
There's a pitter-patter of indie rock.
Feet of indie rock in our family.
But no, I mean, we, jokes aside, we take influence from like loads of different things. I think like anyone, I enjoy discovery and I enjoy listening to new things. And throughout my life, I've kind of listened to various different things, vast from like, as a stage where I used to only listen to dubstep or like folk music, or more recently I've really been getting into like old soul and jazz and stuff. So I don't know, like I don't think there's a specific influence. We just kind of seep in melodies and sounds from the whole musical spectrum, and it just happens to come out in a indie rock format, I guess.
So was music always the main direction for you then? Growing up, was music always the route you wanted to take?
Yeah, it's like, it was my destiny.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, I can't top that. Yeah, I really wanted to do music forever. Yeah.
So, as a songwriter, Mattie, what would you say you are inspired to write about?
Influence from the world around us, and I think you've got to, as an artist, you've got to write about the times in which you live in, and we really wanted to document where we are as a species in 2017, and we're pretty screwed, really, I think. So there's plenty to write about, and I think it's just, I don't know what is going on next door, by the way, but
little army.
Someone's having a domestic. See, this is an example right now. Violence everywhere you look, even in a Nottingham
anarchy
music venue.
Inside the belly of
it's probably Billy trying to find his tote bag.
Where's my bloody tote bag?
I think you just, I think a lot of people maybe shy away from it, and certainly less so now. But for me, it's like I just feel like it's my duty to talk about what's happening in the world.
So of course it links politics into that. We saw that last month you attended the Trump Muslim ban protest in London. What was the main reason for why you went there?
Because I think it's absolutely appalling that he tried to ban Muslim people from America.
Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. I think
it's like probably the most disgusting thing that. I mean, I don't know. It's horrendous.
It's just everything he does. I think it's I think it's just really important that we don't back down. Not just, obviously we're not American, but I think the world needs to support America through this, because it's a very volatile time, and if he succeeds, then it'll open the door for a lot of other right-wing leaders across the world to succeed as well. So I think it's just disgusting. Like you had obviously the most recent thing was the transgender toilet ban. It's just mind-boggling. We're going backwards. We're going basically. Well, we're not going backwards, but our leaders are definitely going backwards. And the parallels you can draw with the sort of Nazis and Hitler and everything is absolutely terrifying. And we have to oppose it before it takes control of the free world. So I think. I can't see why anyone wouldn't protest that.
So we saw as well that the other day you appeared on BBC Radio 1's Live Lounge. What was it like to perform there?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it was. It was over so quickly as well.
Yeah.
I think it was great. It was a great experience. Really enjoyed it.
It was mad, I mean, I don't think it really sunk in when we were doing it. It was
until you see it back, isn't it? And it's kind of like, Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube now. There's a lot of views on that video. So
It's been amazing.
And there was a cover of Katy Perry, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
What made you choose that song in particular?
Because it's political. It's I think it's amazing what Katy Perry's doing right now. I think the fact that one of the biggest pop artists in the world is using their platform to talk about meaningful subjects is a great step forward in not only pop music but music in general. It kind of opens the door for artists to use their voices. It takes an artist of her size to create that change and make it not taboo anymore.
Your new album Dumb Blood was released last week. For those who haven't heard of the band before, what would you say they can expect from the album?
Indie rock and politics.
Yeah. Pulsating indie pop.
A pitter-patter of indie rock.
Indie pop.
And a lot of politics.
So your tour concludes on the 9th of March in London. So what's next for you guys after the tour?
I think we're gonna write straight away. We're really trying to crack on with the second record. I know it sounds ridiculous because we just put this one out, but I think for us we've lived with it for a while and we want to tour it, and we're going to continue to tour it for the next year and a half or whatever. Obviously do all the festivals and stuff in the summer, but we want to be a band that's trying to release albums every year if we can. Now the first one's out, so and just trying to excite ourselves and challenge ourselves to try new things, so it's great. Like, I don't know, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
So finally as well, with Fly FM being a student radio station, how would you recommend young musicians to try and get their name on the music scene?
I never went to university, and I just made connections through the music industry, and I gigged and I worked hard, and I was working, so I had money so I could live and I could go out and experience other gigs. And I think also be realistic, like there's no point in booking, like for example a UK tour when no one knows who you are, because you're just going to go around and destroy all of your confidence because no one's going to come.
Absolutely.
And you're going to lose loads of money. You're better off building a local following, putting on local shows, working with local promoters, trying to get good support slots with bigger bands that are coming through. Write to bands. Like, I always listen to demos and stuff because I used to always send demos to my favourite bands as well. And just get out there and network and play. And most importantly, you've got to love it, because you're going to hit a load of problems and hard times. It's not easy, We were doing it for like 10 years before we got a break. Not together, but like, I've been writing music since I was like 12 years old, and it took a long time, but eventually we got a break.
We did it when we met, and it was completely for love of it. It wasn't for like, we didn't...
No, not at all.
There was no gain. It was for writing songs, and it was for, like having fun and working hard. And
do it with your mates as well.
Yeah,
because
you gotta get on.
Like there's going to be shit times. Like even now shit goes wrong, and like there's things happen that you maybe don't want to happen. But if you're actually friends, then you're there for each other for the whole journey. And you've got to remember that it's just a bit of fun, really. It's like you do it because you love it. And that's the main reason. And be honest as well. Be honest to yourself. Don't write music for other people. Write it for yourself first and foremost. You gotta make people believe it. And if it's fake, then they'll see through it.
Absolutely.
It's a powerful message there from VANT. I've been Mason Coleman, live for Fly FM. Lads, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.